You're watching Adorama TV.
Hi everybody, welcome to Adorama TV iPad app reviews. I'm Mark Wallace. Well, the iPad 3 was released this morning, or the news of it was released this morning. We know it's going to have more power and a better camera and a higher resolution display, and things are just getting more and more interesting when it comes to the iPad and how photographers are using it. And as we've seen in the past few weeks, those industry experts that have always been with us, like Adobe, are releasing new applications that are built for the new powerful iPad. And another industry leader, Livebooks, has made their own release as well, and that is support for the iPad on all of their portfolio sites. Now the thing is, they've always had support for the iPad, but they've totally revamped it, and they've created a bunch of new features, and it's really awesome. So we're going to take a closer look at the new design for Livebooks sites on an iPad specifically, and I've got one right here, and you can see that now everything works. If you rotate this horizontal or vertical, it knows, and it will automatically adjust the content based on the device and the size. And now you have swipe abilities, so you can go back and forth and all kinds of things. So let's take a closer look at Livebooks for the iPad. Well, I'm going to open Safari, and it's just going to open up to my home page. And what I want to do is go into a portfolio that is hosted by Livebooks, and so my online portfolio is a Livebooks site. So I'm going to go in here and type in Mark Wallace Photography, and it pops up. And it automatically knows that I'm using an iPad, and so it's going to format the content just for the iPad. So here it is, and by default it's going to give us a slideshow, and you'll see that the images start moving, and it's really nice. Now I can customize everything about this site. I can customize the colors, and if it's a slideshow or a still image or a video that comes up first, and I do that through the Livebooks Edit Suite. It's the same place that I edit all of my other portfolios if they're going to be on an iPad or an iPhone or just a normal portfolio on the web. It's one place to edit everything, and everything stays in sync. So it's really nice. Now let's look at a few things that are nice for the iPad here. If I click on Portfolios, you'll see that I have a thumbnail image of all the different portfolios. It just pulls the first image from each of those. And I can go in here, I'm going to grab the India portfolio just by clicking on it, and it automatically brings up the first image in my India portfolio. Now if I click on the image, you'll notice that now I have this overlay, and I can click again and it goes away, and so I can use that to do several things. All of my portfolios are listed, so I can do that. I can click that again and get back to wherever I want to go. So we'll go back here to India. I can also in here, I've got video, I've got more. So one of the things that I really like about this is the thumbnails. So down here there's this little thumbnail icon, and now I can just scroll through all of the thumbnails of any portfolio, and I can say I just want to jump to this specific one. It's really nice. Now the other thing that this supports is native gestures, so I can swipe back and forth between the different images, and so it behaves much more like an iPad normally would in the photo application. And we also have a few buttons here. So up here we have a More button, and this is where you can put in links to anything you want for your iPad specific portfolio. So if I click on that, notice I've got Adorama and Twitter and Facebook and Google Plus and YouTube. And so it's all the different links to the different places that you can find me. So let's click on Adorama really fast. And it opens in a new tab, and there it is. It's just the Adorama website. But I can do something else here. On the lower right-hand corner, this is the shared social media link that's on the iPad site and the iPhone site and on a normal PC when you go through the web. And it brings up a few things. So on the left, it has places that you can share the image that you're seeing or the portfolio that you're seeing. And on the right, it has links to anything you want. So Facebook, Twitter, my workshops, the blog, and we have an Adorama link there as well. But notice when we click on this Adorama link, I've customized it so it goes to my expert page on the Adorama Learning Center, so you can see all the different articles and videos that I've made for the Adorama Learning Center. And so it's one way that I can sort of show off some of the content that I've created specifically for Adorama and all the great Adorama TV stuff. And over here, because so many people want to know how to get to Adorama, I just make that go straight to Adorama, or it can be anything else. So these are two totally different customizable link pages, which is really, really nice. Now let's look at the video section. And if I click on video, you'll see that I have a bunch of videos, and I can sort of go through these. And these were created in my Vimeo Plus account, and they're automatically linked through my Livebooks account, and so I can have videos show up in my portfolio. And if I want, let's go ahead and jump in here to one of our digital photography one-on-one episodes that's on Adorama TV. And what I can do is click play, and it's going to buffer that content in, and as soon as it's buffered, it will start playing inside this window. Now, since this is an iPad, one of the really cool things is I can go ahead and push this little double arrow and it brings it up. Now I've turned the volume down, but everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Digital Photography. Plays just fine like that. Now the other thing I can do here, if I click this, all that stuff goes away. I can go in here and click on this little AirPlay icon, and you notice that now you can stream this to your Apple TV if you have one, or if you have other AirPlay audio devices like we do here, well, you can just play the audio on a different, in a different location. So it's really nice. You can have it on your iPad or your big screen TV, or you can hear the audio somewhere else. And that's all built in because it's an iPad. It's really, really nice. Well, as you can see, Livebooks has done a great job with their new iPad-specific portfolios, and just like Livebooks, I'm sure that there are going to be all kinds of leading industry experts that are releasing their own updates specifically for the iPad 3 and all the new goodness that's coming along with it. Well, stay tuned with us, and we'll bring you all the latest updates as they're released for the iPad, and as soon as we get our hands on a new iPad 3, we'll bring that to you as well. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you again next week.
This episode is brought to you by Adorama TV. Visit the Adorama Learning Center where you'll find photography tips and techniques, links to the gear used in this episode, and related videos. For all the latest photography, video, and computer gear, visit Adorama.com. And the next time you're in New York City, visit our store located on 18th Street between 5th and 6th Avenue.